1,000 likes. Everybody wants it.
So, state your name, the name of your band, how did you start, how did you get into playing music?
So, my name is Joe. I play in a band called Apperson. And how did I start? It started out as a solo project of mine. I played in different bands before, and I just needed something to as an outlet for my sad bullshit. But yeah, it started as a solo project, and you know, it just ended up turning to be a full band. I guess I listened to a lot of music growing up. Like there's always like everything I do was involved with music, skateboarding, you know, and there's like the punk music, and you know, it just came naturally. The name Apperson is actually the street where I lived in when I first moved to America. So it sounded cool.
Alright, so state your name and how long you've been with Apperson.
So my name is Audrey and I've been with Apperson since maybe 2018 or I think 2018. Maybe 2018, 2019, one of those.
And what do you play for the band?
I play guitar, like kind of co-lead with Brandon, who's like one of our other members. But yeah.
In the face. Oh my god!
Nice. How long has Apperson been playing music together? Yeah, go for it.
Apperson's been a band for about 6 years now, and yeah.
And what genre would you consider yourself?
Rock and roll, baby.
Like,
No, specifically, it's more like alternative rock, I guess.
and
A little softer side of rock.
I've noticed a lot of friends and fans have like attributed your genre to like emo,
Yeah.
like sad boy, you know, inspired. Like, would you say that's true?
Yeah, I mean, everyone in the band grew up listening to that stuff, so I will definitely say there's influences of that genre. So,
What artists inspire you, and what are you listening to right now?
A lot of artists inspire me. I mean, I grew up playing music and like growing up like playing emo music. So a lot of that has been really like inspiring and informative, and it shaped a lot of my sound. But I don't know, stuff like Save the Day or like Early November, and like some Thrice stuff and some Fall Out Boy and whatever. But right now, what I'm listening to, I've been listening to a lot of like Mannequin Pussy, and like sad stuff, Future Teens, a lot of our friends' bands that I like a lot.
inspiration? Oh man, that's a tough one. I mean, like, I'm heavily inspired by the Goo Goo Dolls, like just 90s alternative rock, and right now I'm listening to Turnstile. No lie, that's a good record. And Olivia Rodrigo.
I'm gonna open the video with that.
Yeah.
Listening to Olivia Rodrigo. And where do you live currently?
I live in Los Angeles. Specific? No, you don't need to know that.
Well, what's your favorite part about living here in Los Angeles?
Oh man, living in LA, it's such a melting pot of different cultures and different like scenes, and like there's just so much to do. Like, it's such a dense city where it's like there's, you know, you're not gonna get bored living here.
And what's one of your favorite routes to ride here in LA?
Not trash truck. Just kidding. No, I do love Elysian. I love Elysian. It's a easy / hard thing to do, so I love it.
And everybody has their favorite kind of riding. What's your favorite? You like mountain biking, you like gravel, you like road?
I like road.
You like road?
I mean, like, I know y'all have been trying to get me to ride gravel with you, but road's my shit, baby.
Alright. And do you have a favorite bike?
My bike. I love my bike. It's a Nash bar, you know, it's my Nash bar. It's not S-Works, it's mine.
My favorite part about living in LA is probably the weather is great. All my friends and family are here. It's super diverse, which is really cool. There's tons of like different foods here, which is great. I've pretty much grown up in Southern California, and one of the first times I left was for like a road trip through the Midwest, and I was pretty young, but I immediately saw that like, oh, it's way different everywhere else. It's like not as diverse as Southern California or LA is. And I'm really grateful for that.
I definitely got into cycling because I saw a bunch of Fixie kids and I thought it was cool as shit back in 08. But I stopped for a while because life happened, and got back into it 2020 because, you know, there's nothing to do that year. But my favorite shit, what's my favorite part? Just like riding with the homies, you know? I love that shit. Like I started, when I came back, like I started riding by myself a lot, and then it's just the fucking community behind it. It's pretty cool.
One of my favorite routes is, like, I call it like a west side route, like a west side. It's basically a ride to Santa Monica, Venice, Marina del Rey, and back from like downtown or Silver Lake. But I just love it because it's like chill, pretty flat. There's tons of like good people watching and coffee and food and stuff on the way. And you get a little bit of everything in LA, I feel, which is kind of cool. You get a lot of different neighborhoods too, and it's pretty safe also.
I just love that feeling. It's like you're just in the road, like just pedaling and seeing all the sights. And it's like, it does inspire me to like especially like seeing places, like seeing different places. Like I love seeing that shit because like it does coincide with like my photography. Like, you know, like, oh, that was a cool spot I saw like the other day while riding, and I'm gonna shoot there again, you know. And especially like with like another thing I love about riding is like when you're out like in the mountains and you're just like you and the road. It's very therapeutic, hands down. It's like the best therapy, honestly.
I started cycling pretty regularly in 2019 because I was working in the west side, and I was driving there from like Los Feliz at the time, and I wanted to see if I could just bike commute, if I could just like take that like 9-mile drive and make that, and like just bike that. And that's kind of how it all started. Like I would do 1 day a week, then like 2 days a week, and then move to 3, and then pretty soon it was like all days. And yeah, that's how I like got started. What keeps me cycling, I mean, one is just like transportation. It's a very much more pleasant method of transportation than like most other forms, and you feel like you feel more connected to a place and to like a city and to its people, and you get everything at like a ground level, which is really cool. Like you could just interact with people in their cars because they're like at your eye level, or like people on the street. But yeah, transportation, community, like really keeps me going. and friends.
Yeah, so definitely being an immigrant in Los Angeles, it's like it's easy and hard at the same time, but it was difficult because like the opportunities is not as easily available for people like me. With like cycling, like coming back to cycling, like Trash Panda, Trash Panda is the first group I've ever been a part of in the cycling community, and it's pretty sick because like there's a lot of people who are like the same, who have the same like background as me, like where it's like they're not from here, or like they're immigrants, and they're also like people of color, so it just feels at home. And as for like music, oh man, like it's tough. Like it's really tough, and like I've experienced like my fair share of like the shit in music because I'm not I'm not white or I'm not from around here. Yeah, like I remember like there's this one time like this label wanted to sign like my old band, and like when they come to like the legal stuff, you're like, oh, we might have to like pass on that because it's really hard.
Yeah, it's cycling, musician, and like being trans. It depends. I mean, they all like intersect in ways and like also don't. I mean, if I like section it off, I like cycling and music are very intertwined for me. Like I'm always playing music on a ride. And like before, when I wasn't like doing group rides or anything like that, like I'd be riding with Joe a lot. And when like during the pandemic, we couldn't really like be inside together. So we would just instead like go on bike rides and like talk about music and like talk about things. And that was a really cool way to connect outside of just playing music. And yeah, for the trans thing and cycling, it's been really cool to be affirmed and feel accepted. But definitely in some spaces, or at least in the beginning, I was a little bit more like hesitant, or I don't know, maybe just worried or anxious, like of how people would perceive me or anything like that. But I have felt really welcomed by like the different spaces and groups, and like yeah, felt welcomed and affirmed for who I am, which is really cool. You spend like decades of your life like afraid of something, not knowing how people will take it, or how like your friends or family or anyone will take it, and then I don't know, you take the leap and then like it works out. Sometimes it doesn't, but I don't know, it's been a pretty positive experience so far, which has been really cool. Oh, also, I'm one of the co-leads for Gender Expansive with Christina and Anne-Marie, and that's been really cool too. But I was talking to them about how one of the people from Gender Expansive, who now goes to like the Tuesdays, the bigger Trash Panda rides too, had said to me, like, whenever I go to a ride, I always look for like you or like Anne-Marie or Christina. And I thought that was a really cool comment, just about like how some people feel, I don't know, maybe like that we're like a welcoming presence or like a safe space or something, or like, you know, just something, or like a lighthouse. But I thought that was really cool.
All right. So this one is going to be asked to everybody who's on this project. Pizza or tacos?
Bruh, why? Why you gotta do this to me? Fuck. That's fucked up, dude. Oh my god. I'll say tacos. I mean, I love... This is fucked up.
The hardest question.
Oh, bro, that's just so fucked up. A combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. There.
Oh,
boom.
Okay. All right. There we go. Hell yeah.
Pizza.
Oh, damn, that was fast.
Easy.
Oh, Joe, this is so gonna go on the video. This is so going on the Apperson video. Oh my god. Damn. This is the money shot right here.